I get to design robots and kits and toys and different things to help teach kids science and engineering and math. My name is Garrison, and I'm a mechanical engineer at Vex Robotics. First being introduced to engineering, I think, was probably fifth grade, elementary school. I remember getting to do like an after-school robotics thing for the first time. I wasn't competing, wasn't doing anything like that. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. It went quickly, and I remember after like 3 or 4 weeks or whatever, it was over. And then didn't do any engineering or anything for a good while after that, and kind of missed it until I found it again several years later. My mom signed me up for a robotics team. I didn't know. She just kind of took me to the meeting. This is what you're doing that day. After the first meeting, thought it was awesome. Couldn't get enough of it. Kept going. Ended up doing well, competing in it, and found out my high school had a robotics team. Started getting into that. Just kept going and getting more and more into how you build things, how you program things, how you how stuff works, and kind of just took off from there. Right now, I'm working on different things to put in classrooms, different kits for students to work on to help teach them science and engineering and math, all the way from kindergarten age through high school, through college. Things with plastic and snap together parts, things with metal parts, all to help teach robotics and simpler mechanisms, and all the way through complicated topics that would be hard to learn otherwise. I was a real competitive person, but I was not a particularly athletic kid. I didn't, I couldn't play basketball. I didn't, play football, anything like that. I went to high school in Texas. I mean, you had to be pretty good at those things. And I was definitely not, but I was pretty good at math and science, and I liked robotics a lot. And those kids were all really accepting. It was a good group, all nice people. This idea that like, okay, yeah, we can all be successful at this, and then going outside, you go to these competitions, you interact with the community, not just within your group, but everybody there is nice as well. You start learning things that you didn't think were possible. You start seeing better and better machines. I remember the first competition I went to. You see robots that would just blow you away, and learning from those folks, and they're more than happy to tell you about how those work. And I remember coming home from tournaments like that and thinking like, yeah, okay, I could be one of those guys. I could go and do something like that. So I think that helped a lot. I like doing what I do. I like making the robot kits that we make. We make them to get as many people interested in this as we can. I feel lucky that I had an opportunity to figure out that I like doing this at a young age. And the more kids that we give that opportunity to, I hope the more kids realize that same thing. And, if our kit can offer opportunities in arts, if it can, creativity, maybe they'll find something else in Vex that's interesting for them. So I love the fact that we are getting to teach kids all of these topics that they wouldn't have learned otherwise. And hopefully some of them will get to, find what they're good at or what they love to do, somewhere along the line. I'm Garrison with Vex Robotics, and I'm happy to celebrate Engineers Week with you.